Hello, kings and queens. Welcome to my complete beginner's guide to the Mission EVO game. This game can be challenging and intimidating at first, but with this step-by-step guide, you will be well on your way to surviving for 7 days in this world. Here we go. Learn how to collect basic resources, building your first base, unlock equipment, open card rooms, and much more. To facilitate learning, the video will be divided into 4 parts, each focusing on a specific topic in addition to the 4 parts. At the end, there will also be some useful tips to help you in the survival process. So with this guide in hand, you'll be ready to face all the challenges that the world of Mission EVO has to offer. Let's start. Part 1. To start well in the game. It's essential to guarantee your survival. In this first part, we'll focus on how to collect basic resources like wood, stone, and metal. To collect these resources, you can use your bare hands or a tool, approach a tree and hit it to gather wood. Once you have a reasonable amount of wood, you can create basic equipment such as an axe and pickaxe to manufacture them. Access the crafting menu located next to the map. Click on the tools icon and choose the equipment you want to create. I recommend crafting the bow for added safety in case of PvP encounters. Press the create button and wait for the indicated time for your equipment to be ready to use. Great, now that you have a bow, let's gather the resources needed to craft arrows. To find stone and metal, pay attention to the symbols on the mini-map. The icon for stone appears as light gray, while the icon for metal has a more tan appearance. Once you locate the desired resource, approach it and use a pickaxe to collect it. Make sure to gather enough to craft the arrows. Open the crafting menu again, search for the arrows, and select ready. Press create to craft the arrows. As you can see, it's a simple and fast process. Great job so far, you're looking ready to survive in Mission EVO. Before we proceed, we need to take care of your basic needs. You're probably hungry and thirsty. Let's look for food. You can find food items like corn, mushrooms, tomatoes, and pumpkins around the map. They are usually found in forests, but you can also find them in open fields. Simply pick them up and eat them to satisfy your hunger. Now, let's address your thirst. Look for a lake. You'll usually find them close to rivers or small bodies of water like ponds. However, there are other ways to quench your thirst. For example, you can find open baskets of food in ruins or even build a well to obtain clean water. Remember, it's important to stay nourished and hydrated to survive in this hostile world. Part 2. Now, let's move on to the second part of our tutorial. Now that you have initial resources and equipment, it's time to build your base. So, let's get started. Today, we'll be building the classic 3x3 base, which is quite efficient for the first few days. To begin building, select the hammer icon located next to the hot bar. Here, you will find all the structures to construct your base. Remember that it's a carousel system, so slide your finger to the side to unlock more structures. Once your base is built, let's improve it to stone to make it more durable against potential invaders. Enter construction mode. Approach the structure you want to improve, and ensure you have the necessary resources. You can upgrade to stone, metal, and steel. Click on the Improve button or Improve badge if you want to upgrade the entire base. Now, let's discuss how to evolve your base to metal and steel. To upgrade your base to metal, you need iron bars. Collect some raw metals and use the furnace. Once ready, press Improve again. You might be wondering how to obtain steel bars. It's simple. You can find the steel forge in medium to large ruins, such as River Town, Cape Hattersburn, Silver Town, Mount Bedford, Harlow Harbor, and Taxon Harbor. To use it, you'll need steel struts and iron. Select the steel bar and use the forge. That's it. Now you have one of the best materials in the game. To obtain steel slag, open various boxes or complete missions in the Survivor's Manual. After completing the main structure, it's time to craft the bed, furnace, and chests. But before that, let's provide a brief introduction to each of these furniture items, starting with the bed. It serves as a respawn point, making it a crucial asset. If you happen to die, you can respawn at your bed. Now, let's talk about the furnace. It's also essential as it is used to create iron bars and other materials such as nitrate and coal, which are crucial for crafting weapons or explosives. Finally, the chest is where you will store your resources. Open the crafting menu, locate the furniture items, and manufacture them. Place them strategically in your base where they won't hinder your movement. Once that's done, go to the furnace and place the metals you've collected to expedite the smelting process. With everything in place, manufacture the workbench level 1. Remember to prioritize security and easy access to resources when building your base. With the workbench installed, you can unlock new items. To do so, you'll need scrap. Here's the safest way to obtain scrap and other resources for crafting weapons and equipment. Focus on areas such as workstations, gas stations, convenience stores, and roads. These safe places often contain assorted boxes with different resources. On the streets, you'll find barrels and small boxes that contain scrap and other resources. Keep an eye out and collect everything you can. Now that you have a good amount of scrap, let's discuss the workbench level 1. This workbench offers 3 options: create, research, and improve. By choosing the create option, you can manufacture weapons, explosives, armor, and many other items. The research option allows you to learn how to craft all the equipment and tools that can be unlocked. To unlock an equipment, start with the first one on the list. Check if you have the necessary scraps and select the item to unlock. Unlocking the first equipment will allow you to unlock subsequent equipment below it. This is why it's called a research tree. Finally, the Improve option allows you to upgrade the workbench from level 1 to level 2, and from level 2 to level 3. This unlocks even more advanced equipment, such as steel armor, cutting-edge weapons. Keep in mind that improving the workbench requires specific resources like scrap metal and other materials. Part 3. In this third part, I will teach you how to plant crops to obtain resources for crafting bandages and other equipment. I will also guide you on how to tame a horse for faster movement. Let's get started. First, let's manufacture bandages so that we can explore without worrying about taking damage. To create a good stock of bandages, we need to learn how to plant crops. For this, you'll need a workbench at level 1 and unlock the plant box. Once you have unlocked the manufacturing option on the workbench, next you'll need cotton to make bandages. You can usually find cotton in open fields on the map. Collect a sufficient amount of cotton and access the crafting menu in your character's inventory. In the items category, you'll find cotton seeds. Craft the seeds and then plant them in the plant box. With this technique, you can produce your own bandages, becoming a more efficient survivor. Now, let's explore the map and make our locomotion easier by taming a horse. To do this, you need to unlock the saddle, an essential item for taming. Craft the saddle using wood. To tame a horse, approach it calmly and crouch down to get close enough. Press the button when prompted, and make sure to click and hold the hand that appears on the screen during the minigum. Keep the minigum hand in the green area. If you release the button, it will go back to the starting point. To keep it stable, keep clicking on the button. Once you have tamed a horse, you can easily and quickly move around the map with your tamed horse. Head to the small ruins where you will find a recycler machine. The recycler machine allows you to disassemble resources and transform them into other materials. You can find recycler machines in all ruins on the map. Simply place the materials you want to recycle into the machine, and that's it. Now you have more scrap. Part 4. Now that you've learned several techniques to survive in Project EVO, let's move on to the fourth part of our tutorial. In this part, we'll focus on exploring the card rooms, green, yellow, and red. I'll also explain the security and power systems, as well as how to conduct your first invasion. Let's start with the green card room. To obtain the green card, head to small ruins. The card is usually found inside one of the houses, often on top of a table. Once you have the card, locate the green room in the same ruins. It is typically situated in the central part of the ruin. Within one of the houses, swipe the card to open the door and collect the resources within the room. You'll notice a new card on the table, which is the yellow card. To access the yellow room, which offers superior resources, you'll need the yellow card. Yellow rooms are usually found in medium to large ruins and are often guarded by bandits. It's crucial to be well-equipped before attempting to access the yellow room. Eliminate the snipers first, as they can take you down quickly. Then, carefully attract the attention of the bandits one by one to avoid being surrounded. Avoid getting the attention of the boss for now. Clean the first and second floors and proceed to the third floor. Clear the area and head to the roof. Cross the bridge connecting the roof to a window, and you'll find the yellow room. Swipe the card to enter and explore the room for superior resources and better weapons. The red room is the only one of its kind on the entire map, and it is located in Port Texas. Accessing the red room requires extensive preparation with armor, weapons, and resources to restore your health. Be cautious of snipers and take them out carefully. Proceed through the hangar, eliminating bandits along the way. Ascend the stairs on the left and pass a stranded boat. Eliminate the snipers located in the towers ahead. Finally, reach the end of the platform where you'll find the red room, which contains even higher quality resources. Swipe the card to enter and gather the resources within. After completing all the card rooms, you can unlock the electricity and security facilities. The power system operates through a generator, which can be wind, solar, or gasoline-based. To create gasoline for the generator, you'll need an oil refinery machine. Oil refineries can be found in medium to large ruins, similar to the steel forge. They are usually located a bit farther from the city center and can be found outside houses. Collect crude oil from red barrels on the roads and use the machine to create fuel. Fuel is essential for generating energy to power your equipment. However, if other players destroy your generators, your equipment will turn off. To prevent this, you can store energy using batteries in your base, ensuring your equipment remains on even if the generators are tampered with. Regarding the defense system, it requires the power system. Once you unlock and manufacture sentries at workbench levels 2 and 3, place them in strategic locations and load them with the required ammunition. Turn on the sentries and they will help protect your base. To complete part 4, you have now learned about the card rooms, power system, and defense system. Let's talk about invasions or raids, which are commonly known among players as a beginner. It's unlikely that you'll have access to C4 or a bazooka, so let's focus on crafting dynamite instead. To create dynamite, you'll need fuses, also known as rope. You can find fuses by opening various boxes or by defeating the witches, one of the bosses in the game. They aren't too difficult to defeat, and you can use a melee weapon. Once you have the fuses, you'll also need cotton, nitrate, and charcoal. Since I've already explained how to obtain cotton, I won't go into detail on that again. Next, you'll need nitrate, which is used to craft gunpowder and explosive material. Collect nitrate and place it in the furnace along with wood to create charcoal. Afterward, go to your workbench and use the materials to craft explosive materials. Let's discuss how many bombs you need to break different types of doors. To break a wooden door, you'll need dynamites. For a stone door, you'll require 3 dynamites. Now, let's move on to the metal door. To break a metal door, you'll need 4 dynamites. Finally, for a steel door, you'll require 7 dynamites to be able to break it. Please note that each dynamite will reduce the structure's health by 150 points. Therefore, you can calculate the number of dynamites needed based on this information. Now, let's move on to some additional tips and frequently asked questions. Here are a few commonly asked questions and their answers. How to respawn in other locations on the map. To respawn in a different part of the map, access the game settings and select the unfasten option. Confirm your selection and choose a random location on the map. That's it. You will respawn in the new location. How to remove a territory or construction. That didn't go as expected. To abandon a territory or remove a construction, go to the mini-map and click on it. Then navigate to the bottom left where it says territories. Select the territory or construction you want to remove, and a trash bin icon will appear below it. Click on the trash bin icon and confirm your choice. The territory or construction will be completely removed after a 30-second countdown. Beware of natural traps in the game. In the ruins of the game, you may come across gas tanks and sparking boxes. Be extremely cautious around them, as they can cause damage and potentially lead to your death if triggered. How to build walls in your base. Some beginners may struggle to find the walls and gates for their base. It's actually quite simple. Go to the construction menu and switch to the walls mode. Scroll to the end, and there you will find the walls and gates options. As long as you have enough wood, you can easily build them. And with that, we conclude this tutorial. I hope it was helpful and contributed to improving your skills in the game. Your feedback is valuable to us, so please leave a comment sharing your thoughts on this video. If you still have doubts or want to learn more about advancing in Mission EVO, check out our playlist with more tutorials. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. Thank you very much, and until next time, goodbye.